I'm handing out to you, obviously, an article. Don't do anything with it yet, please. It's not pre-hole punch because you're not taking it home. 2, 3. That should be 4. Let me know if I've made a mistake. 2, and then one more. There we go. Feels like you're let me know. Got it? Okay. Okay, so we're going to do this marking the text activity. It's going to be the first thing that we're going to do. We have plenty of time for it, at least 20 minutes, but you need to make sure that you do all of the things that I'm going to ask you to do, all right? So without writing anything, just listen in. Let's look up here to make sure you know what you need to do, and then I'll give you more information, all right? So before reading it's not attached, that's for a different thing, but before reading the article, number the paragraphs, all right? So you are going to number the paragraphs. Please do that now. Thank you. Erin, how many paragraphs are in this article? You're numbering them, aren't you? How many did you get? Okay. Chauncey, did you finish? 7 is correct. How do you know that? There are indentions for every paragraph. Thank you very much. That's perfect. Okay, so there are 7 paragraphs in this article. You don't have to have your pencil up after you finish numbering. As you read, so obviously that indicates you're going to be reading. So as you read, you are either going to circle or highlight. Highlight if you have a highlighter, okay? You're going to circle or highlight words that you feel are important to the text. You're going to draw question marks next to things you don't understand or are confusing, and you're going to mark stars or exclamation points, whatever you decide, next to information that you think is crucial or critical to the article. All right? So then, as you're reading also, you're going to underline words that you do not recognize or do not understand. After you finish with the article, you're going to look these words up. You're going to write their definition on the back. So you're going to write the word and the definition on the back. You're going to use hard copy dictionaries, not your phones. The dictionaries are located over there in that bottom cabinet near the window. Okay, so you're going to underline words that you do not understand or recognize and write the definition. Do you have to do anything else with them according to these directions? No. You need to go back and make sure then that you understand the article based on now understanding those words. Okay? When you have finished all of this, you need to consider the article one more time and answer the question found in the subtitle of the article. That makes us go back and look. What is the subtitle? Okay, well, what is a subtitle? What does the prefix sub mean? Anybody know? Under is correct, like the subway. Okay, so sub means under. So, for instance, if you have a heading in a chapter or something like that, or even like in science, vertebrates, okay, it's a heading. And then there are subheadings. That means smaller groups or something that's more particular or less important. There's all kinds of ways that subheadings and subtitles, etc., can be determined or defined. In this case, the subtitle can be found where on this article? Be literal at first. Where's the title in the subtitle? At the top of the article. Okay? What is, this is rhetorical, don't say it out loud, what is the subtitle? When you find it, if you have a highlighter, highlight it. If you do not, underline it. Highlight if you have a highlighter, or underline if you do not, the subtitle of this article. Braden, do you think you know the subtitle of this article? What do you think it is?
Why and how power corrupts leaders.
That is correct. Okay? It's a question. So what do you expect this article to do? Answer the question. And that is what I expect you to do when you're finished. So when you're finished, consider the article again. That means think about it some more. And answer the question found in the subtitle. So on the back, you are going to write one complete sentence that answers that question. That would be what? The main idea of the piece, right? So that's what you're going to do. So on the back, you're going to have words and definitions and one sentence that answers that question completely based on what you learned or the information found in the article. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's a little more enthusiastic. I need feedback just like you like it. Okay? Remember, this is an independent activity, so I expect you to follow the Achieve expectations for an independent activity. You can squint really hard if you want to see it over here. If not, you can look in the little mini Achieve poster I gave you at the beginning of school in August. But the basic gist of it is, if you have a question, raise your hand. If I don't see you, say my name. Don't just sit there with your hand up. I can't, be of much use if you're not letting me know I need you. You need me. And zero conversation. Pretty simple. You have 20 minutes. That should be plenty of time. All right? Do you have any questions to begin? And I'm going to qualify this by saying, do not hesitate to ask questions. Sometimes people don't ask. They're like, I don't want to be the only person that doesn't know. Oh, baloney. You're not the only person that wants or needs clarification. You're just the one that might be, bold enough to raise your hand. So please don't hesitate to ask questions. They are very welcomed. For this assignment thus far, do you have any questions? No? Okay, about 20 minutes, and I'll be checking around.